I actually grew up in a church very similar style of CrossPointe, and so I've had life groups, you know, really all my, like, middle school, high school, and even college. So those were like my closest friends.
I was hesitant. I was like, what is a life group? So she told me about it. You know, it's like a Bible study where people come together and they do life together and stuff like that. And so after hearing about it, like I told her, I didn't want to sit around a campfire singing Kumbaya and talking about my feelings. That did not sound interesting to me. But so I told her, no, you know, absolutely not. I'm not going. So
I'm not sure how I convinced you.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
we went.
We went.
So. And
he came around.
Yeah, I actually really liked it. It took a couple times of going, but 2 or 3 times of going, I found out these people are actually normal. So, you know, so they go through the same things you go through. They say it really turned around. That's what made church real for me, actually. It was just talking to people and getting to know that, you know, so there are people out there that struggle just like you do, and there's, you know, it made church real.
When we first moved down here, you know, we had to do the whole finding a church home, and we looked a lot of places. As soon as I saw that CrossPointe have life groups, I was like emailing people like, okay, we're coming, like, when do you meet? And so we found one that we went several and enjoyed that. You know, they hung out even outside of life group and had like women's nights and men's nights, and it gave us that friendship and community I was looking for.
So we loved it. It was awesome. About 1.5 years, the group got huge. They told us, hey, it's time to multiply, which is basically just one group becoming 2, then 2 becoming 4, and so forth and so on. So they asked us if we wanted to be life group leaders. So I said, sure, we'll try it out. So we did, and we took a small group of people with us and started, and it grew to what it is now.
When we first moved down here for the first year, we didn't have a life group. We just kind of hung around the house. And then once we joined the life group, I mean, I feel like we're always doing something with people from the life group. It just makes, I don't know, the week better. Look forward to the days.
We've become really close. We all are going through the same experiences together. Always have somebody to lean on. I can call any one of them at any point, and they're there for me within 30 seconds.
We've all grown in our relationship together. We've built such wonderful relationships that we do ladies' nights, we do men's nights, we do things as couples, we do things with family. Our kids have become best friends. We always have a meal together, and it's just, they've become more of like our family than just friends.
Seeing people that many times, so often, it's very easy to create friendships and a lot of memories.
Our walks with the Lord have just grown stronger through the life group. We are constantly in Bible studies, whether it's as a life group as a whole, 1 or 2 of us in a Bible study together. Just there's so much accountability in the group. I could be having a really bad week and I get an encouraging email or encouraging text. I walked into work the other day and one of our life group members had written me a note on my desk calendar.
We're all in that same stage of life where most of us are parents of young kids and we're busy, and so when we get together we have that time to grow in our relationship with Christ together. And we have some prayer warriors in our group, so it's really nice that we can lean on each other and we can praise together in the good times and pray together in the bad. So
to know that there's other people in the same walks of life that can maybe give you some advice or just be there when you need somebody to talk to about it.
We've been through a lot together. Like, we've had new babies, we've had, you know, death of family members, we've had, gosh, all kinds of things, hard financial times, and we've kind of been able to go through it all together.
I could not be more thankful for the group of people that we're in a life group with. I would say if you haven't tried a life group and you're looking to do that, I would definitely say that's something that you need to try.
Kind of feel like you're a part of something, you know, within the bigger picture, within the bigger church.
I think it would definitely like change your church experience. I think that it's biblical. I believe it is. Like, Jesus had his 12 disciples that he, you know, he preached to everyone, but he had those guys he confided in, and they were able to spread his church. So I think that having people that you can confide in, having people that, you know you, know your story, know your burdens and your happy times, can celebrate with you. It makes you feel a lot less lonely. It makes you feel included.
I'd
wanna
say
take this
jump
one?
in and do it. We were nervous our first one, just going in not knowing
Yeah.
anybody. But once you give it time and you build those relationships with each other, it just comes natural, and it's so much easier to grow together than on your own.